Is Prime Minister Narendra Modi a dictator? The opposition parties say he is one. This is the new narrative being spouted by the critics of Narendra Modi. In 2019, the narrative was tampered electronic voting machines. At that time, the opposition alleged that Mr. Modi won polls with the help of tampered EVMs. And before that, in 2014, the narrative of the opposition was Modi is a communal, bloodthirsty politician. The leader of Congress, Sonia Gandhi, called him Maut ki Saudagar, which means merchant of death at that time. Later, she had to withdraw the statement because of some court cases. Now, is Narendra Modi really a dictator? And is the BJP trying to choke other political parties and become the only political party in India? We need to look into those criticisms very seriously. Let's do it together. This is Harikumar with Insights. Now, who is a dictator or a despot by the classical definitions? A dictator is one who comes to power with the help of force. Now, many dictators came to power with the help of regional armies, private army, or even national army. Look at the past. In 19th century, there were dictators. In the 20th century, Stalin was considered to be a communist dictator who ruled Russia. Then Hitler was a Nazi dictator who ruled Germany. Now Mussolini was a fascist dictator who ruled Italy. So many dictators were there. And one of the classic dictators, one of the cruelest dictators was Pol Pot, who ruled Cambodia as late as 1970s. Now, is Narendra Modi one like that? Absolutely not. He came to power through an election, a legitimate election. You see that in 2014 elections was supervised by an election commission which was appointed by the previous UPA government. So you cannot allege that Modi came to power by a partisan election commission. It was a UPA Congress appointed election commission which overlooked the polls that time. Now let's look into the those who allege or criticize Modi. Those who allege that Mr. Narendra Modi is a despot or a dictator, they are like monarchs. They are part of dynasties. Look at Rahul Gandhi. His great-grandfather Jawaharlal Nehru was the first Prime Minister of India. His grandmother Indira Gandhi was the Prime Minister of India. His father Rajiv Gandhi was also the Prime Minister of India. His mother Sonia Gandhi, though she was not the Prime Minister of India, she was the de facto Prime Minister of India during the rule of UPA. And she is the supreme leader of the Congress also. Now, Rahul Gandhi wants continuation of the legacy. You look at the Karunanidhi family in Tamil Nadu. Grandfather Karunanidhi was the Chief Minister. Now, M.K. Stalin, his son, is now the Chief Minister. He is grooming his son Udayanidhi Stalin to become the next Chief Minister. He is the aspiring Chief Minister. From the family, you see Dayanidhi Maran, the nephew of Mr. Karunanidhi, was a Union Minister. His another daughter, Kanimozhi, was an MP and another minister. It seems that at this rate, when the family expands, the DMK would need more posts and more MPs from Tamil Nadu to fulfill the aspirations of all the family members. So this is the story of Karunanidhi family. You look at another family in Maharashtra, the Pawar family. Pawar has been the Chief Minister. His daughter Supriya Sule is an MP. His nephew Ajit Pawar is also now, he has joined sides with the BJP. So in that case, we need to criticize BJP. That criticism is legitimate because they have also joined hand with some dynasties in some places. But the same happened in Karnataka also. BJP has joined hands with Gowda family. But as a political party, if you look at the BJP, despite all other allegations, they cannot be alleged or criticized for promoting dynasty. If you analyze by the communist lingo or called by the communist lingo, Mr. Narendra Modi is a proletariat. He has very humble backgrounds. He was a tea seller. The Congress mockingly called him Chaiwala. So he proved that a man from grassroots level can rise to become the Prime Minister of India. Many of the leaders of the BJP have got such backgrounds. They may be accused of being promoting Hindutva ideology, but that is their ideology. Even the Congress followed Hindutva ideology in the past. Now, at the most, it could be said that the Congress was following a soft Hindutva. But anyway, Congress and BJP follow different shades of Hindutva. Now, of course, it seems Congress has thrown away Hindutva for minority appeasement nowadays. But what I am saying is that as a political party, BJP cannot be accused of promoting any dynastic politics. You look at the Bihar also. There, Lalu Prasad Yadav was the chief minister. When he was imprisoned or he had to go to jail after a court found him guilty in fodder scam, immediately he made his wife, who was not even a member of the assembly, the chief minister. Were there not other MLAs in the Bihar assembly belonging to his own party? Or is it that only members of Lalu family can become the chief minister of Bihar? Now you see, later his son also became the chief minister. Now this is the type of dynastic policies we see in the opposition. Even that is there in Jammu and Kashmir also. The Mufti family or the Abdullah family, from Sheikh Abdullah to Omar Abdullah. So at least BJP is not following that. BJP cannot be accused of that. So calling Narendra Modi a despot or a dictator doesn't make sense. Actually, the word dictator goes well with dynastic politics. And now let us check if BJP is choking other political parties by misusing Enforcement Directorate and CBI or other central agencies. Now, those politicians who have been arrested by the Enforcement Directorate have been arrested after courts gave permission. We need to consider that. We need to remember that. Even when Arvind Kejriwal was imprisoned, he was denied bail by Delhi High Court first. Then even the Supreme Court also refused to give him interim protection. And then the trial court also refused to give him bail. That was how he was sent to jail. Now the due process of law has been followed in this case. Now the problem with the opposition is that India always had a level of toleration, or India's political parties had a level of toleration for corruption in the past. Corruption was considered part of civilization or a way of life. It was thought that if you have to survive in politics, you need to be corrupt. So you should not act. There was a silent or an understanding between different political parties that they should not take action against each other for any corrupt acts. Now Mr. Narendra Modi has upset that equilibrium. So that ecosystem Mr. Modi is fighting. But one of the allegations of the opposition that certain people who have been inquired or who were being investigated by the central agencies, after they joined the BJP, they were exonerated. There is some amount of truth in it. We cannot deny it. So that way, the BJP could be accused of certain faults. But when you compare it with the faults of the opposition, the BJP is far better. And at least they are willing to act against corruption. No, we need to remember that after 10 years, The BJP, no, not a single minister in the BJP, Narendra Modi ministry has been accused of corruption even by the opposition parties. Even when they accuse Modi of being despot, they won't accuse and they can't accuse Modi of being corrupt. This is actually a praise for Modi, because even his most stringent opponents don't have any evidence to call him a corrupt politician. This is this goes to the credit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Now, if you look at the strongman tactics or muscle power in politics, whether the BJP is choking their political opponents, you look at Bengal or Tamil Nadu or other places, we find that the most violent politics in India was practiced by CPIM. In Kerala, even now they are practicing it. Look at the murder of a poor student in Pukod Veterinary College by SFI, which is the student wing of CPIM. You look at the violent atrocities, violence being unleashed by Trinamool leaders in Bengal. So it's only just a couple of months ago that women, hapless women, were subjected to cruel violence, including rape, by thugs of Trinamool Congress. And the leader of Trinamool Congress, Shahjahan Sheikh, has been arrested and sent to jail. And it is the Calcutta High Court which ordered to hand over Shahjahan Sheikh to the CBI, not to the state police. So, using violence in politics is not the strength of BJP. Actually, this is the strength of some of the opposition parties. Though Congress cannot be accused of using violence to that level. They are far better when compared to CPIM, Trinamool or other parties. During their heydays, CPIM was the most violent party in India. In Bengal, a journalist like Nikhil Chakravarti once reported that more than 30,000 people were killed during the rule of Jyoti Basu when he was the chief minister. And nobody has even contested the cruel violence, the allegation of cruel violence unleashed in Morechap, an island in Bengal, on hapless Dalit migrants from Bangladesh by CPIM cadre. It was reported that nearly 8,000 Dalits, poor migrants, were killed by CPIM cadre at that point. Now, there is no comparison with BJP. If you look at the using money for enacting defections, it is true that BJP has engineered defections in some states in India. But if you consider the defections that existed in India during previous times, that is in 1970s, 80s, etc., you will be surprised that BJP cannot match anything like that, what happened then. Every political student or observer might have heard about the usage Ayaram Gayaram. There was an MLA in Haryana whose name was Gayaram. He switched over political parties 4 times in 2 weeks, and which led to the popularization of the usage. Ironically, it was the politicians of socialist parties like Lok Dal, Janata Party, etc., who were engaged in most political switchovers during that time. And another irony is that the socialist politicians who always who pretended to fight against corruption, many of them ended being corrupt. You look at the Navnirman movement in 1975, which was led by Jayaprakash Narayan, who himself was a blemishless personality. But the young leaders who joined with them, like Chimanbhai Patel in Gujarat or Lalu Prasad Yadav in Bihar, all of them ended becoming corrupt, and Lalu Prasad Yadav has been languishing in jail for years in the fodder scam. So such hypocrisies were the trademark of socialist politicians in the past. Now all of those politicians who lost power have ganged up against the BJP, accusing BJP of the ills, graver ills they committed during their younger days or heydays. Now, Narendra Modi perhaps is making use of his opportunities. Many people are wondering why BJP is winning continuously. The reason is not just the strength of BJP but the weakness of the opposition. And if you look at Narendra Modi, you will be surprised to find the level of meticulous attention he gives to political matters. He visited Kerala, a state where BJP doesn't have any stake, 6 times in 2 months, and he is trying his level of best to build his party in the state. That is the attention or the dedication Mr. Narendra Modi gives to political work, and no wonder he is winning. But if you think that only BJP is winning in India, it's not true, because in many states BJP have lost elections and many states they are losing elections. But it's true that in national level BJP continues to win. The allegation that the BJP is completely controlling the media in the country is not true, because many of the English media opposes Narendra Modi. Many of the South Indian media, for example the Hindu, all the Malayalam newspapers, many newspapers in Tamil Nadu, all of them oppose the BJP. In Bengal you find that the Telegraph and the Ananda Bazar Patrika are strident critics of the BJP. Now yes, it's true that certain media houses now support the BJP. Now every political party has the right to gain support through lawful means, if that's not against the law of the country. Now these facts make it clear that it's not the dictatorship or not the high-handedness, not the money power. It's actually the skill, the dedication and the hard work of the BJP that gives them victories in each and every elections. Before winding up, let me also say that there is look into the allegation that BJP is taking funds illegally from other political parties. And now, as a testimony, critics of the BJP say how the BJP gained enormous funds through electoral bonds. But at the same time, we need to accept the fact that many political parties also, for example, the opposition parties like DMK and the Congress also gained huge funds through electoral bonds. A much controversial figure like Santiago Martin gave huge funds to the DMK and the Congress also. And Mr. Santiago Martin's son is actually, and his son-in-law are connected to the DMK. Now, in Kerala, recently when the Enforcement Directorate conducted raids in a cooperative bank at Karuvanur in Thrissur, they found that the CPIM was operating 5 accounts there, unnamed accounts there. So, what was the purpose of maintaining those accounts, illegal accounts? The Enforcement Directorate has informed the Election Commission about such accounts. The truth is that it's not just through electoral bonds. Money is being raised, funds are being raised by different channels. Electoral bonds at least give you some trail of money. Many political leaders raise money in cash individually, and they raise money in the name of their party, but money goes into their personal accounts, their families. That happened with the opposition parties, including the Congress. But for the BJP, whatever funds they raise goes to their party's kitty, and that is why they got enough to spend in polls. Now, it seems that the critics of the BJP need to look at the plank in their eyes before searching for a speck in the eyes of BJP. It seems that such allegations won't be accepted or believed seriously by the public. The opposition needs to reform themselves. Parties like Congress, DMK and other regional parties need to kick out the dynasties and raise their original workers. India needs a strong ruling party as well as opposition. Let's hope it will happen. That's for now.